boner, dear duckies. Sandy Crack here, bringing some festive cheer to your otherwise munge little lives. Oh, but what a dear I've had. I was just down at the Dollar Crocus to see about me lady bits, you know. And she says to me, Sandy, love, you need to stop shoving seasonal fare up yourself. I said, why? And she said, well, I'm trying to examine you. Oh, she said, it's the strangest thing. You seem to have a nasty case of athlete's flange. Oh dear, I said, is that serious? Oh no, she said, but what a day of it. I just had some rough trading earlier and got VD of the toes. Oh, anyway, duckies, I was just luppering through the latest edition of Church Times. I was after a tradie to fill this big hole in my back passage. Anyway, I fumbled on this little Crystalmas poemette I'd like to share with you all now. Oh, 'twas the nocte before Crystalmas, when all through the ken not a creature was stirring, not even the men. The almond rocks were hung by the binko with care, in the hopes that St. Dicky soon would be there. The chavvies were nestled, all snug in their doss, luppering their plums and tickling their floss. And Donna in a foggle and me and my Capelli had just settled down for a long winter's letty, when out on the lawn there arose such a tara. I sprang from the doss to see what was the matter. Away to the window I trotted like a sparkle. I tore open the shutters and had a quick slash. Oh, so butch. I scared myself then. Anyway, the notchy sparkle on willets of new fallen snow gave the lustre of midday to figments below. When what to my wandering view should appear but a bijou sleigh, an otter merry reindeer. With a pogey bag driver so lively and quick, I savvy in a moment it must be St. Dick. More rapid than eagles his homies they started, and he whistled and screeched and cackled them de nom. It's your actual French. Now Dasher, now Wallop, now Mincer, now Aspera, and Colin on Cupid, on Donna and Butch, to the top of the porch to go top on them all. Now dish away, splish away, splash away all. It's giving me a case of the vapours. Now these only polonies like wild hurricanes fly, they slather on starter and mount in the sky. So up to the carsy top the courses they flew, with a sleigh full of sex toys and St. Dicky too. And then in a twinkling I heard on the roof the prancing and prawling of each horse's hoof. Oh, as I drew in me bingy and was turning around, now down the chimney St. Dicky came with a bound. She was dressed all in fur from her head to her foot, and his clothes were all manky with Maria and soot. A bunch of dildos he had flung on his back. Well, he looked like a peddler, just opening his crack. His eyes, how they twinkled, his dimples, how merry. I couldn't resist, so I took his cherry. His tight little mouth was puckered like so, and the beard on his chin was where I wanted to go. I got such a thrill when I varded him take out his teeth, and he fiddled and groped with my bits underneath. He had a broad badgeroni and a little round cods that shook when he cackled and bounced on my rod. It was a chubby and plump, a right jolly old elf, and I cackled aloud as I pleasured myself. A wink of his eye and a twist of his head. As he flipped me right over, it was his turn instead. He spoke not a word, but went straight to his work, and filled up my stockings, then turned with a jerk, and laying his finger aside of his nose, and giving a nod as he let-watered my rose. Then he sprang to his sleigh, to his boys gave a whistle, and away they all trolleyed, like the down of a thistle. But I heard him explain ere he vagued out of Varna. Happy Crystalmas to all, and to all a bona noche. Happy Crystalmas, everybody. Goodbye.